Love and grief. Two sides of the same sacred coin. Where there is deep love, there is also the shadow of loss. And in the shadow of grief, there is always the echo of love. This is a journey, not just through emotions, but through the soul. A journey into the mystery of why we feel, why we break, and why, somehow, we must heal. We often speak of grief as if it's something separate, an intruder that only arrives when death knocks on the door. But grief is not a stranger. Grief is the silent twin of love. It grows alongside it, wrapped in its warmth, even from the very beginning. When we love someone deeply, we do so with the quiet knowledge that one day they may not be there. And yet, we love anyway. This is the most courageous act of all. Grief is not a punishment for love. It is proof that love existed. It is the soul's ache for something eternal in a world of change. We are taught from an early age to look for love outside of ourselves, to seek it in others, to wait for it, chase it, beg for it. But here lies the illusion. Love is not something we find. It is something we uncover within. When someone we love leaves, through loss, death, separation, or silence, we often feel shattered. We feel as if they took the love with them. But the love was never in them. It was awakened through them. But it always lived inside you. The real grief is not just losing someone. It is the forgetting of where love truly lives. And so, grief becomes a teacher. It brings you back to yourself. Grief lives in the body. It can ache in your chest, tighten your throat, weigh heavy in your bones. It moves through us like waves, soft one day, violent the next. There is no straight line to healing. But what if we welcomed grief like an old friend? What if we let it in, sat beside it and listened to what it came to teach us? Often grief speaks in silence. It invites us to slow down, to feel, to remember, and eventually to release. Because the truth is, holding on to pain does not preserve love. Letting go does not mean forgetting. It means remembering without being torn apart. Where there is grief, there is often blame. Blame for the one who left. Blame for ourselves. For not saying enough, doing enough, being enough. But love, true love, cannot fully bloom without forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about condoning what happened. It's not about saying the pain was okay. It's about unshackling yourself from the story that keeps you in suffering. You don't forgive because they deserve it. You forgive because your soul deserves peace. Because your heart cannot carry the weight of the past and walk into the future at the same time. Forgiveness is letting go of the hope that the past could be different. It is a sacred surrender. And in that surrender, you find yourself again. Just as nature cycles through seasons, so too does the heart. There is the spring of love, the summer of passion, the autumn of change, and the winter of grief. But winter is not the end. It is the pause before rebirth. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to feel everything. You are allowed to fall apart. And in that falling, something divine is revealed. A strength, a softness, a deeper love that is no longer dependent on another person, but flows from within. Can you love again after loss? Yes. But it is a different kind of love. Not one that seeks to possess, to control, or to hold on too tightly. It is a love that honors freedom, yours and theirs. A love that flows, not clings. This love is born not in fear, but in trust. Not in scarcity, but in abundance. Sometimes this love isn't for another person. It's for life itself, for each breath you're given, for the sun on your face, for the quiet knowing that even though someone is gone, you are still here. And that means something. Grief, as unbearable as it may seem, is a sacred initiation. It cracks the ego, it strips away illusions. It burns down the small stories we told ourselves about what love is supposed to look like. And in that sacred fire, the soul awakens. We learn that grief is not linear. There are no tidy stages. Sometimes you will laugh in the middle of tears. Sometimes you will feel nothing at all. That is okay. Healing is not about returning to who you were. It's about becoming who you were meant to be because of the love and the loss. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means creating space. Space for life to move through you again. It is the unclenching of the fist, the soft exhale, the whisper to the universe, I trust you. When you let go of your grip on how it was supposed to be, you allow life to surprise you. You allow new love to rise, not just romantic, but love for yourself, for your path, for the present moment. Flow only begins where resistance ends. And love only reveals its highest form when it is set free. Letting go is not a betrayal of love. It is the ultimate expression of it. In the choirs after loss, in the echo of absence, you begin to remember. You are the source of the love you thought you lost. You are not broken. You are breaking open. You are not empty. You are being cleared. You are not abandoned. You are being called inward. There is a wellspring inside of you that no loss can touch. It is your heart, your spirit, your eternal connection to all things. When you return to that place, you begin to live again, not as someone who never loved or lost, but as someone who carries both, with grace. If you are grieving now, know this. You are not alone. Your tears are sacred. Your pain is proof of your capacity to love. You will hear a song that once hurt, and it will bring peace. You will laugh, not because you forgot, but because you remembered love in a new way. You will carry their memory, not as a wound, but as a blessing. And most importantly, you will love again, because love is who you are. And grief is simply love that has nowhere to go. So give it somewhere to go. Write, create, forgive, release, live. Let the love that once held you now flow through you. That is the true alchemy of grief. Love and grief are not enemies. They are partners in your becoming, and in the end, you will see. It was never about losing love. It was always about becoming it. You are love. You are light. You are whole, even in your grief.